Happy Thursday. How's it going? You ready? Let's see what the God of Thunder has in store for us today, shall we? Those that you thought you could trust the most, you can't. Maybe they have the best of intentions, and I'm sure they really do love you, but they're deceiving you. Namely because they're deceiving themselves. They just refuse to acknowledge the reality that they put themselves in. Guess what? That's not your problem. They're making it your problem, but it's not your problem. It is time for you to walk away, my friend. It's time for you to walk away. Time for you to brush up your resume, start looking for new jobs, start looking for a new home. If you have some toxic family members in your life, it's time to cut them out completely. I understand everybody's situation is different. Do what works for you in a safe manner. But according to this spread, you need to try something different because whatever you've been doing, it just ain't working anymore. Your foundation with whatever the situation is was built on a house of cards, and it's crumbled. It's not even crumbling, it has crumbled. It's gone, it's eviscerated. It does not have a foundation to stand on because it never did. And if there's not a solid foundation, then whatever it is you're building, it just won't last. That's how it is. That's how it works. It's time for you to get centered with who and what you are, and who and what you want to be, and what it is you're trying to achieve. So you need to connect with your shadow self and your lighter, higher self. Both of them are vital to you continuing in this human existence. All right? That's what the Two of Cups is here to say. You need to connect with yourself. Talk to yourself, meditate, commune, however that looks for you, do it. I promise you, you're going to start getting the messages back. They're going to tell you what it is that they want, which in extension is what you want. And then you can come up with a game plan of how do we achieve it? How do we get there? That's what the King of Cups is all about. If you see there, he's charting out his course. He's charting out his path of what it is he wants. Sorry, I'm playing with my cat in the background, so he stopped screaming at me. If you look really closely, here on the table are some playing cards. This is you charting your course to figure out what kind of a foundation it is you're trying to lay that you can live upon. Not just work on, but live on. Every journey starts with a single step. Maybe you need to start free writing. Just get all of the words out of your brain so that way there's space for the new to come in. Maybe you need to start throwing paint on a canvas, see what lands on there, and then kind of draw around it, however that looks, because art's subjective, right? Start a new workout routine. Start a new diet. Now, when I say diet, I don't go to the extremes with that. Try some new recipes out. Assuming you don't have any aversions to specific types of food, maybe you try a new fish. Maybe you start seafood. Maybe it's time to start cutting back on dairy and gluten. Start adding in more fresh fruits and vegetables. I would strongly encourage each and every one of you who watches this to find your closest farmer's market. You have one. Go on Facebook. I promise they exist. Because when you find local produce and start consuming it on a more regular basis, you're going to notice incredible results. Not only is your body going to start to thank you, it's going to thank you in a way that it starts performing in a way that it never had before. You start having more energy, more drive. You're ready to go more often. Bet you start sleeping better too. See? By loving on yourself and by disassociating and disconnecting with everyone else around you that's really toxic for you, that you didn't even really acknowledge was toxic for you, but they are, that's when you're going to start seeing those big noticeable results. What's that saying? Doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. Something like that. That's where you're at right now. You're starting to go a little bit insane. It's time for you to move on. And I realize that that can be a very scary thing to do. Change, different. These can be really scary words for a lot of people. Some of us, our brains just don't process it like that. We disassociate in a way that becomes even more scary. I get it. But I promise you, it will be so cathartic in a way that your soul will heal and glow and grow. This is your sign. Some of you need to move far, far away from where you're at right now. Others of you need to start your own business. And then there are some of you that need to stay where you're at and clean up the mess that everyone around you has made. Whatever the case may be, you're doing incredible, groundbreaking work. It is a thankless job. I'm sorry you've not been acknowledged in the past, but I'm here to formally thank you for being willing to incarnate in this life, break generational stigmas and curses, and to clean up the tragedies of the past. Thank you. From the bottom of my blackened, cold heart, thank you. You're doing incredible stuff. But you've got to get up and move on from wherever it is you're at right now. It could be those intrusive thoughts getting in the way. It could be, I'm not good enough. Stop. You're not getting anywhere with that anyways. Get up and move past all of that. You're better than that. You know you are. So does everybody else. That's why they're telling you all that bullshit. They're scared of you. They know that what you're doing right now, it's threatening them and their position. They know they fucked up. And that you're the one who's here now, today, to knock them out of their seats of power. You're here to knock them out of their seats. They don't deserve it. Not only did they not earn it, but they've abused it. It's time for you to step in to your power. It's time for you to accept the fact that you're bigger than you know. You are here to do incredible things, my friend. And I'm here to cheer you on the whole way.